This is MillenZee podcast with Mommy and Auntie Tay.
That's the best part. I'm playing with lavender, favorite smell on your girl. And I love to do what you don't ever get. When it's lavender, all of you feels the air. I'm telling you, you make me feel, oh.
I said we fucked it up, mad aggressive. Fucked it up.
I'm Toy, a millennial.
I'm Tay, a Gen Z.
And we're MillenZee.
I always say it like MillenZee. like I'm an old British man.
Oh, British man. What?
MillenZee, my dear.
It doesn't even make sense.
Listen.
So the song you heard was my pick. Tayana said that everyone's going to be able to tell because I always pick like
lovey-dovey shit. And my shit be like, and then I fuck the bitch in the back. My shit always gonna be...
Well, this was off my sexy playlist.
Even the shit on my sexy playlist aggressive.
Oh my God. This is Lavender by Q.
That's why we listen to his. Just didn't work out for me.
Oh my God. You just gotta mellow out. Like, it's okay.
I'm 21.
That's true, yeah.
Exactly.
My sexy songs I was 21 were like, get over here now. Like, it's time to go now.
Right, shit.
Oh my gosh. So are you excited about this week's episode?
Yes, of course, bitch. I be hyped every time we get to record, honestly. I be like, ooh! I be at work mad as hell. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna record this shit. Just fuck these old people.
Fuck these old people. Oh my God. All right, let's get into checking you out.
Look at you. Bet you ain't know that I be checking you out when you be putting your heels on. I swear your body's so perfect, baby. How you work it, baby, yeah.
Okay. You want to go first?
Why do you always come on like, okay, like I'm nice?
Because I am nice.
I'm sweet. And then it's me like, oh, why you always...
Because I am sweet.
You're not.
I am.
You're so... I live with you.
KJ did the same.
We live together.
We were on the phone with Verizon. He was like, the customer service guy, he was like, don't get tricked. She really not this nice. I was like, shut up.
Because you're not. Because genuinely you're not.
Any fucking way. I'll go first this time.
Fine, fuck it. I mean, sure.
So for my checking you out, my check-in, what have I been doing? Applied for food stamps, got denied. I didn't tell you I got denied.
We live together and I didn't know this shit.
Really?
What?
So I called to check it yesterday because I was like, I ain't getting no letter. Like, what's going on? And it was like, yeah, your benefits have been denied because your income exceeds the blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how?
That's crazy.
And I knew as soon as the bitch called me, and we'll get into that anyway because she was rude as fuck. But when she called me, it was like, if you don't give us your real proof of income, like, it's going to be automatically denied. And I was like, well, I gave y'all my latest stub. And she was like, well, we need 2 stubs. Because my latest one had the cut hours. She wanted the one with the full hours on there.
Oh, she got your ass. Damn. Shit, she got you.
Once she saw what my full hours were, and I was like, I'm not making that. Like, they cut my shit. Like, they told me I can work up to 16 hours. I haven't worked 16 hours yet of, like, billable work.
Ew.
Like, literally, last week, I worked 13 hours. Yeah.
It's close to 16.
And that was with the little bit of PTO I put on there.
You put PTO on that bitch too?
Because I had a little bit of PTO, so I was like,
Shit.
all right, I'm going to stagger it. I'm going to split it up. Because, I'm there for a couple weeks. So I was like, I'll split it up. 13 hours with the PTO.
That's rough.
And for them to still be like, oh, well, we see what your hourly rate is. You good. Like, all right.
Shit, I probably still qualify for food stamp. Shit, fucking around.
You
with
don't.
fucking around with my job.
You
Come
do
on
not.
now.
I'm telling you, don't. The only way. Okay, so I was even telling Kelvin, because Kelvin was like, that's because they don't know it's all three of us in the house. I was like, babe, the only way the whole household would be able to get stamps was if we were all making like minimum wage. If you make it over $10, they like, oh, you good. Like,
And that's bullshit.
Like, okay. You have
That
to be
is
like,
such bullshit too.
you have to be damn near homeless in order to like qualify for food stamps here. Like, it's crazy. Crazy.
Damn, that mean when I got it when I first moved down here, I was on the brink. When I first moved down here.
But that's because when I made you apply, you didn't even start working yet. I was like, go down there now before you even start working.
Yeah.
Like, tell them I just got here. I'm trying to get in school, whatever.
I got my little cookout job.
And that's why you got it. Because as soon as you started working for real, when you tried to research, they were like, oh, you good, bitch?
Yeah, it was a wrap.
Yeah, like,
I appreciated that.
you got to be making like minimum wage or below.
I think it was like $198 and like 7 cents. I never understood where the change came from.
Why isn't it even?
Whose change is this?
So let me tell you about, so she called me, like the caseworker or whatever, and she was like, yeah, I'm the caseworker, whatever she was saying. I was like, I was trying to ask her questions, and she was just rude as hell. She was like, well, I'm only on the first page of the paperwork. And I turned in all kind of stuff. I turned in my ID, Social, Nate's birth certificate, Social, the lease, the utilities, and she's like, well, I ain't looking at all this paperwork. And I'm like,
oh my gosh.
She was rude as fuck. And then when I was like, okay, well, I really appreciate you calling me. I just have a few questions. This is my first time like really applying for benefits in Georgia. I'm from North Carolina. What's the process exactly? And well, I mean, it's gonna take a couple of weeks, and I'm just now looking at this. I can't really give you no answers right now, but we definitely need them stubs.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, okay. And then she called me back like 5 minutes later and was like, oh, did you you put your ID and stuff on here? I was like, yes, it's all in there. Why ain't you? Okay,
she is
first
being
of
so
all,
unprofessional. That's
first
hella
of all,
unprofessional, and you rude.
I understand that y'all are like working overtime or whatever. Like, y'all got a lot of cases. Cool. Why not make it easier on yourself and actually look through the paperwork
and so
before
you
you waste your fucking time calling me?
Yeah.
I'm like, you literally could have looked through all of this stuff, saw that everything that you needed was in there, and then there wouldn't have even been a need to call me.
Exactly.
You could have just denied the shit and moved on or whatever.
Denied the shit.
Like, why call me and be rude? And it was just deja vu to me because I went through the same thing every time I needed to apply for stuff when I was in Charlotte. I used to have to go through all kind of changes to get WIC and food stamps.
I used to hate
and basic Medicaid for Nate.
I was a cashier, and I used to fucking hate when WIC people would come up. It's like, damn. Ugh. Now I gotta scan this shit. This don't even add up. We weren't even supposed to have this.
I was eligible to get WIC for Nate up until like he was 5 years old, but it was fucking raggedy just trying to get the vouchers. Like, once he was done with his like formula, I was like, fuck it, I'm done. Like, I'm not going through these changes for milk.
I thought he breastfed
only for like 3 months. My milk dried up.
I remember I didn't know that it was your milk in there, and I used it on my cereal, and I was like, this is really sweet. And then you were like, where the fuck is his milk? And I was just eating cereal like, oh, ooh, this is bad. This is not good.
But yeah, okay, so like how the WIC thing works is you have to go every like 3 months to get the coupons or the vouchers or whatever. You set an appointment, but it don't fucking matter. You're in there all day.
Okay then.
So, like, you can set the appointment for, like, 2 o'clock and don't leave until 5.
What?
It's kind of like they
What
treat
if I have
you like...
shit to do?
They don't give a damn. If you leave, you're not getting them vouchers. So what's to the point where it was like, I'm going through all of this for like $30 worth of food. When I got food stamps.
That is so ghetto.
It was like, I'm just going to use the food stamps to get the milk and the cheese and whatever the fuck else is on there. Like,
you
it's
got
not really...
bread? I can tell you everything right now. Ooh, and then they used to get an
It just wasn't worth me missing out on like class or whatever job I was working, because I was working 2 jobs
in college.
in college.
Doing a lot of shit. You was a mom in college?
I did not
2
have
jobs
time.
in college?
I did not have time, period, to sit up here all day with y'all niggas for some wheat bread.
With the grains on it. It was 9.
You couldn't even get honey wheat. You had to get the 100% wheat bread.
Yes, 9 grain. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And the 2% milk. You couldn't even get whole milk.
Oh,
it's like, it's bad enough we gotta get cow's milk anyway, but
yeah, bitches used to really think they was getting over on me because I just wouldn't. I didn't care enough to be like, you need to go back and get the right bread and get the right milk. Like, all right, I'm gonna just scan the shit. Like, boop. Boop, I don't care. Like, and then they kid running around, then they got one here. It's like, dude, you got a lot going on.
So the only good news I did get somewhat was unemployment finally called me, because I thought they denied me, but what happened was I was messing up something or whatever. And they were like, oh, you have to do it this way. We changed it for you, da da da. Like, they were really nice. I was like, okay, cool. Complete opposite of how like the people at fucking.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? DFAX or whatever treat you?
DCF. DF.
They call it DFAX. Whatever.
It was always rude to me. It was hot in there.
So yeah, basically she was like, we're super backed up. Keep filing. Like, you know, you're eligible. Keep filing. Whatever. But you're not going to get any money for like a few weeks. But we'll send you a lump sum. So... Well, when it comes, cool. Like, I'm not.
She got a lump sum. I have a structured settlement tonight.
The cash now. Call JG Wentworth. 877 cash now. So yeah, that's all that's been going on. How are you?
I am honestly, fuck that. I be trying to make it seem like shit smooth, nigga. No, bruh. My job is fucking up. These old people are back at it. They are. Well, like, I mean,
you can go.
They put us in tears. Listen, they put us in tears. I'm the youngest, and I don't want to brag, but I am. I'm the youngest and I'm the most qualified. So send my ass over to the hospital. But no, they want to be all nervous. She's asymptomatic. She can have it right now.
I mean, you can dig more to that into getting to the money.
Listen.
So how were you outside of work?
Outside of work, I am. My fish died, so I'm not exactly like feeling great, but I'm okay. I'm good.
What was his name again? Speedy?
His name was Speedy, and Prego died.
Oh, she was pregnant at one point.
Yeah, and then her fish got caught in the filter, and then So.
Oh.
And then one of them did live, but I think Gabby thought that it was fish food, and she ate them because it was really small.
Oh.
I felt so.
You didn't have another tank. You couldn't put it in another tank. Oh.
And she had her babies, and most of them got caught inside of the fish filter, and then the other ones, Gabby was like, "Oh, what's this?"
Oh my god, that's her right, the one that's still living. She's a bitch.
Do not talk about her.
Oh yeah, she's the last one. All right.
Exactly.
All right, Gabby.
She was the first and last. I've had her the longest.
She a rider. All right. She a rider.
Yes,
Okay.
She done had so many siblings. And then most of them died, and it wasn't even my fucking fault. Ooh, if you listening, you a bitch.
So we went out of town. One time we went to visit Charlotte, and she let her guy friend at the time keep the fish. Now, he's been around for a while, so it was kind of whatever. This nigga, drown the fish in fish food. Like, everybody that has fish knows you're supposed to put, like, a speck in there.
A little sprinkle.
This nigga, like, put half the can or whatever the shit in each bowl.
I had, like, no fish food left after I picked them up. And then
like, when you went to pick up the fish and brought them back, I was like, how the fuck? Like, the water was brown from all the food that was in there.
And then I went over with 7 fish. I went over with 8 fish. I came back with 3. Mm-hmm. And then he didn't even tell me the fish was dead.
And then he acted like you were just being so fucking dramatic about it. Like, bro, you really acting like this over the fish?
Bitch, yes. You know what? Let me stomp out your parrot, bitch.
He had a parrot?
He had a fucking parrot. Get the fuck out of here. Let me stomp out your fucking parrot then. But one of the parrots died, and his mom was all like sad, and I was like,
So we should have been understanding, acting like a.
And I was over here like, and I thought it was fuck the parrots.
Fuck the parrot.
It was fuck the fish.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm good, y'all. I'm good. Everything cool, smooth, rolling.
Well, let's go into something fun. Let's dive into the ghetto of hot topics.
Oh, the ghetto. The ghetto. The ghetto.
So this is why I be saying niggas ain't shit. And it's because shit like this. So so everybody vibing on a live, you know. Lizzo starts working. It's a twerk song. What you supposed to do to it? What I'm supposed to do?
What was the twerk song? What was the song?
I don't even know what the fucking song was. But when I heard it, I was like, low-key twerking in my seat. So I was like, okay. So then when she started busting out, you know, I was like, okay, Lizzo, get it. And then here come Diddy like, it's Easter. It's Easter. We ain't doing that on this Easter. Boy, shut the hell up. And then you gonna post up. And he gonna post up on Drea, I don't know what her last name is. She's a model. And she twerking. It's the same day.
Yeah, she was on Basketball Wives, right, Drea?
I don't know.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
she said she was a model. So I was like, cool. She's a model.
She is on Basketball Wives.
She a wife of some basketball player or an ex. Or she got a baby by one. Either way. She made it on the show. And she was twerking on her live. And here come Diddy. Oh, she fucking it up. But it's a couple hours before. You were just saying, this is on the same day. This is the same fucking day. Talk about duality, bitch.
Oh my God.
This is the same fucking day. Right. So I just feel like niggas is wishy-washy. These hoes wishy-washy. Like, no. How you gonna do that to Lizzo? But then when it's, I think it's because he's attracted to one, but then he's not attracted to the other.
Right, Dre is like his type.
Exactly.
The light skin, light bright, almost white, whatever, European featured chick. Racially ambiguous, whatever. I mean, I guess she looks like a light-skinned black girl, whatever. Like, you can look at her and tell she's black, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's because Lizzo dark-skinned and fat, so tell this fat girl to go sit down, but... Right. The skinny girl that got the ass implants, oh yeah, she can... Oh,
but since hers is all natural and cornbread fed, he like, cornbread oh no,
like ours.
We ain't got time. Honestly, I just want to thank.
Like our body. Jay had me dead. He was like... When I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make some cornbread. He was like, I can tell y'all been raised on cornbread.
Y'all had to be cornbread fed.
I was like, are you gonna fix the AC or not?
Right, nigga, it's hot. And we both like big niggas, so you gonna have to get this together.
And he didn't. Just came over here to talk shit.
And eat food.
Damn.
Every time that nigga come over here, he eat my food.
I just so happen to be cooking. Like, all right.
Yes, I had my moles. He was like, let me see what that's about.
See what that's about.
See what that's about. He was like, next time you go, you gotta text me. You gotta let me know. Get the same exact thing. No. You ain't even fix the AC, nigga. It's hot.
How many times we gonna call you about this damn AC? Like,
that's another thing that's ghetto. This apartment.
So the plan with the stimulus check is to really just put it in the savings. We can get the house in October.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like, that's my plan. So, our next hot topic. Yaya Mayweather faces up to 99 years in prison for allegedly stabbing at young boy Never Broke Again's home.
It's NBA Youngboy.
They spelled it out.
Okay,
I'm on Complex.
All right, Toy, please. You're not that old, please.
I'm reading the article.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Bitch. Okay, so this shit is just okay. Like
it's ghetto from start to finish. It's
so
just,
okay.
It's ghetto-er.
She's 19, right?
Mm-mm.
I don't even know how old NBA Youngboy is. Look up how old he is real quick. So the situation is just all right. When you young like that, you just do dumb shit in relationships. So when I was 19, but I was 19, well, 18, 19, whatever. I was pregnant with my son. My son's dad was on some fuck shit then because we was young and you just be on fuck shit when you young. So, you know, whatever.
Funny. That nigga 20 years old. He a baby.
So when I found out that he was on some fuck shit, me and my best friend went to go spray paint his car.
Bloop.
Bloop. So at 28, going on 29, never in my mind would I think, let me go do something illegal and go spray paint a nigga's car. Like, you just, you know, you don't think like that. Well, you shouldn't when you're grown as hell. But when you're 18, 19 and pregnant and the hormones is crazy, like, I low-key could have ended up in jail pregnant.
You could have. Nah, mommy and daddy said they're going to bail us out the first time. But the
second time.
But the second time, it's on us. Mommy made that real clear to me anyway.
Oh, my God.
Maybe because I was bad as fuck growing up. And starting gangs and shit.
I'm going to say, I ain't never hear that. So, maybe mommy felt like they had to have that conversation with you. So, this is the thing. So, like, I felt like I was at the epitome of, like, doing crazy shit in relationships when I was with what's-his-face.
Mm-hmm.
And it just got to the point where I was like, I had to sit down with myself and say, like, okay, get your thing, sis.
Yeah, it's time.
Get it all the way together.
Get the fuck out.
Get rid of this nigga, period, and move on. Like, it was just crazy. Like, I was pulling up to this nigga's house. Like, I know it's a bitch there. Like, I was trying to get in this nigga phone so bad. Like, he would change his password every week. He had the face recognition on there and the passcode. Like, he made sure I could not get in that fucking phone.
Did he sleep with his phone in his pocket?
All that shit. Just to find out on my birthday the baby was his the whole time. That's a fuck nigga.
On your birthday.
On my birthday.
You gonna tell me happy birthday on my birthday because it's my birthday?
And that nigga ain't call and say happy birthday. He called me like the next day. Like, ain't nothing even happened.
Honestly, I just knew he wasn't shit. When you couldn't get in contact with him and then I called him, he was like, oh yeah, what's up, little sis? I was like, ooh, this about to
trash.
This is gonna be a problem.
Trash. So, like, you just, okay, as young women and women in general, we deserve to be with somebody who doesn't make us want to do that crazy shit.
Honestly. Yes.
Like, that gaslight you into thinking the dumb shit that they doing isn't happening. And you like, I gotta prove it. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you driving past his job, trying to make sure he there, driving past his house, trying to see if it's a bitch in the parking spot, looking at the background of his pictures on IG, like, that's not his couch.
Zooming in on shit.
Yeah, I know that's the baby mom couch.
Is that a fingernail?
I remember Najee was like, oh yeah, I saw such and such. I was like, oh, where you see him at? And he was like, off of Central. I was like, he was probably at that bitch house because she lived off of Central. He was like, oh shit,
Najee
I didn't even
like,
know.
He's
like, I didn't even know all that was going on. I just saw him. I said, what's up?
I just wanted to say, I saw you. I saw a bruh. That's all I was saying.
Like, I
ain't
even in all this, Joe.
Yeah, you got a lot of shit going on, dog. I'm gonna hit you later, okay?
I was like, I know he was with that bitch.
Remember, he used to go to the T-Mobile on the West Side for no reason
because he was fucking the bitch that worked there. That's why. I'm telling you, these niggas.
Oh my god, this is so horrible. It just gets worse and worse.
He was such trash. Oh my god. Okay. All of this to say, I really just hope Yaya Mayweather learns a really hard lesson from this. More than likely, she'll be okay. Like,
yeah, I mean, her dad is Floyd Money Mayweather.
Yeah, like Floyd going, pay her off, make her sign an NDA or something or whatever, because that's like what these celebrities and people in power do.
Give her some money.
We gonna give you 2-3 mil. You gonna go sign this NDA and go sit down, and then that's just gonna be it. So
yeah, shut up.
Because he's up to 99 years. I don't really see that happening.
She ain't gonna get no damn.
This probably her first offense. Like, I don't really see that happening.
It ain't even that deep.
If anything, if they do say like, oh, you gotta be charged with something, whatever, they'll make her take like an anger management class, and you gotta like be on probation or some shit like that. I don't really see it being like she finna serve time. Like, I don't see that.
Yeah, nah. Probably not.
Crime of passion or whatever. Like, he got the money to get the good lawyers. Like, she'll.
Oh, she's already being defended by.
She good.
She's great.
But yeah, she. Okay, so it says law enforcement told TMZ, tacked maybe zero, that the altercation moved into Youngboy's kitchen where Mayweather grabbed 2 knives and charged at the mother. The altercation resulted in Jacob's hospitalization and Mayweather's arrest. So yeah, just
I ain't never grabbed 2 knives. I've never grabbed 1 knife, honestly, if we being real. Honestly, I'm not that crazy. I don't think I'm that crazy in like when it comes to like shit like this, because I'm too quick to leave you.
I don't know how. Okay, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna go and like stab people, but I don't know what my reaction would be if I'm fucking with somebody heavy and I come in their house and they like fucking somebody there.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's what happened, but
let he know who he is. Let me. Ooh. First of all, no. Maybe I am crazy.
I almost showed my whole ass at the gas station on Tom Hunter and Tryon. Because I was calling him. Because he was driving in front of me. I was calling him, right?
He was in front of you, shit.
And because I had his watch or something I needed to give him. And I'm calling him. He's not answering the phone. So we pull into the gas station, the Shell. And I pull in too. I'm like, okay, like, what the fuck is going on? He go to park. He get out the car. I see a bitch in the car.
Oh, god damn. The fact that this is all one nigga. Jesus. He wasn't even that cute.
He wasn't. And he was broke as hell.
You wanted that broke dick. With it.
I loved him. At least, well, I did, yeah.
I remember I said that because Daddy was like, you're wasting your time with this boy. And I was like, but I love him. And Daddy was like, get out of my face. You need to sit down somewhere. You're hungry. But honestly, let him do some shit like that. It is a fucking rap. Ooh, I don't know how it would act.
He went in there to go to the bathroom. I met him in that bathroom. I'm like, who the fuck is the bitch in the car?
Y'all having TV scenes. You got a whole TV reality show relationship. Ooh, child, I'm happy that's over. I ain't really
still stayed. That's what I'm saying. Like, get your things, sis, and just go. Like,
but at the same time, this gonna sound mad cliche. You accept the love that you think you deserve. So, and at the time, I know that you weren't as confident and as secure with yourself as you are today. So if that happened today, bye. Like,
bye.
It wouldn't even be like a
been through way too much to like repeat it with anybody, period. Like, nah.
Exactly.
So yeah, you 19, you got plenty of time. But if you keep doing stuff like this, it could be taken away. So
honestly, 19 was my year. I was like, fuck that nigga. My daddy was right. My dad was right. I should have listened to my daddy. Because, he was a waste of time.
No, Nanny gave it to him.
Ooh, shit.
Nanny
This is why she left you.
Leo women do not care.
Fuck your feelings. She did not give a damn about his feelings at all. And then made him a plate at the same time.
I think she made fish. It was like fish or potatoes.
Ooh, she put her foot in that food.
This is why she left. You need to get it together as she putting the potatoes on the plate. Okay. Let's recap Insecure.
Yes.
So, Insecure's new season was season 4. Four
now.
Four. So, yeah, season 4.
He wretched.
And every time I go to Winnie, do you want to try the 4 for 4?
4 for 4. Uh-huh. Yep.
F-O.
4 for 4.
So, okay, yeah, they're in season 4, and they basically just pick back up where they left off. Molly is trying to figure out what to do with, like, Asian Bae. Issa.
Hello, Beijing.
Beijing. Issa is trying to do the block party festival.
Yeah, block party.
Mm-hmm. And she got the girl helping her. What's her name again? Kalanda. Pina colada. I forgot the girl name. Condola. Shit.
Condola.
Her name is Condola.
Good job.
Lawrence is still being a fuck nigga, low key.
Well, you can't say that though. You can't say he really being a fuck nigga, cause Lawrence done moved on. Lawrence is talking to the new girl. It's not like he's still dipping in her and then coming back.
We gonna see.
Listen,
we gonna see. Who else? Oh,
Molly.
No, not. We already talked about Molly. Who's the one that Tiffany? Tiffany's still pregnant. Okay,
she is. I thought she was pregnant as fuck the last season.
So the way the last season ended, I would have thought she would have either, like, in this first episode been like in labor and like just delivered the baby, or already delivered and like here's the baby and it's cute. And I wasn't expecting her to still be like pregnant as hell, walking around and like when is she gonna have the fucking baby? Because typically you have your baby shower right before you're due. So why is she still like pregnant as hell? Like it was just weird to me.
I never knew that.
Kelly's still, Kelly. Yeah. Hopefully they'll give her a little more of a...
I want her role to be more diverse than what it is.
Yeah, hopefully they'll give her a little more dynamic.
Yeah. I really want to... Honestly, I feel like during this season we're going to get to know her a little bit more.
I hope so.
I really want to, because they keep portraying her as this like, sex crazed, I'm ready for it. Like,
I mean, she has a career, she makes good money and everything.
Well, we don't get to see that.
Well, we saw it one episode in the 3rd season.
Exactly. We barely get to see that.
Well, because the main characters are Issa and Molly, so.
But every time we see her, she's drooling over a penis.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
Exactly.
So, Molly is doing the most with the Asian Bae. So, I guess she has to have something that's not together, quote unquote, because like her career is going great.
Oh,
so
it's a tight ship on her career.
Yeah, so it's like
a lawyer.
Yeah, so it's like her love life has to be in shambles at all times. Like, all right,
shit.
When is she gonna get like a regular boyfriend and go through like regular boyfriend stuff? Like that can be entertaining. It doesn't have to. Like that's just weird to me. Why does like the successful dark-skinned black girl always have to have like everything in shambles all the time?
Except
like,
her career.
Yeah, except her career. Like it's. I mean, I guess it's the whole what is it? The whole trope of like you can't have everything. Like if your career and money's going great, your love life's gonna be shitty. If your love life is great, the career is not gonna be that great. Like, kind of true. Kinda.
Well, actually, yes. I was making great money, and my relationship was toxic. So I feel it. I do.
My love life is like amazing right now, and we both like, man. what's happening with these jobs, what's going on with his career. Like, it's just getting real. It's like real.
Well,
it's a real struggle right now.
I guess at this very moment, I kind of have both right now, kind of. I mean, slightly.
Slightly.
Yeah, like slightly.
So, yeah, that's what's going on with Molly. So, her and Asian Bae are, like, dating casually, but she wants to be more
exclusive,
serious.
Yeah.
So, what kind of got on my nerves was, and I get it because of, like, the fear of rejection or whatever. So, instead of being real and just being like, you know, I'm not dating other people, I am trying to intentionally date. She was like, of course I'm dating other people.
Right.
Dates or whatever.
Dates on dates. We stacking up dates. And he was just like, oh, okay.
Okay, you're being weird. Like,
right. And then the whole rest of the night she was being fucking weird. And then she was trying to tell him that everything was fine. And he was like, this ain't even you.
Right. And was like, well, I had fun. And it's like, you avoided me the whole night. Like, how is this a good time? Like, what? Then in the preview in next episode, it looks like he might have, like, cut off the hose. And she still wasn't satisfied with it. Like, girl, she just...
That's a lot.
So, Issa and Condola.
That never even had... Honestly, it never had to be awkward between them. Because the relationship is over. The ship is sailed.
They've been together 5 years.
I feel that. I was with Bruh for 5 years. So, the fuck? What does that mean to me? At the end of the day, when a relationship ends, a relationship ends.
I think Issa was gonna tell her, like, it's fine, but then she was like, oh, no, he's not gonna come, and da-da-da, like,
She was the other girl that made it awkward. It was
Condola.
Condola just came through with all her awkwardness, and it was just like,
I do think it was good that he didn't come, though, because she didn't need the distraction of, like, them hugged up and kissing or whatever to, like, distract her from them, like, trying to get the money. Like, unless you going to donate or sponsor. Yeah, like, unless you're going to donate or sponsor, like, just stay at the house. Like, you really not needed to come. Like, whatever. So
she sponsored his ass for all that fucking time. Now, all of a sudden, he drinking wine and eating popcorn with this new bitch. But it's cool, though.
So yeah, that happened with them. Condola eventually was like, I'm just gonna fuck with this nigga because Issa said it's cool. I could tell that Molly felt the way about Issa thanking Condola for, like, really supporting her and being supportive, and then she still was like rude as fuck and acting stupid towards the end. So, like, in last season, and I don't know if it's because Molly's just kind of, like, really type A.
She's very emotional, too. She feels everything.
Issa? Or Molly? Both of them. I mean, that's why they're friends, but...
Yeah.
So, this is just to kind of, like, the compare and contrast to their friendship. So, Issa's more creative and social and all of that, which is why she's like, I quit my job, I'm doing these festivals, like, you know, whatever. And Molly's like, I'm a lawyer. I'm going to do these briefings and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So, Molly didn't understand, like, what do you mean you going to quit your shitty job at that nonprofit to do a festival or a block party? Like, for what? So,
like, in the beginning when she was like, jobless, carless, Molly was like, And Issa was like, but I'm happy, though.
She was like, okay, if you say so, like, whatever.
Yeah, she's like,
So, the support that Issa was looking for from Molly, she just didn't really get. Like, at every turn last season, she was like, I don't know about this. You sure you can do this? You all over the place, whatever. It was like, all right. Now, I agree that the situation with Condola is somewhat messy.
Yes, of course.
But that wasn't the time or the place to, like, have that conversation with her.
I agree.
And Molly was getting on my nerves at the mixer because I'm in here trying to, like, make money and network and shit. And you want to talk to me about Asian Bae. I don't give a shit. Is Asian Bae donating?
Exactly. And
I don't care.
And then when I didn't want to talk about Asian Bae, now it's like, well, you always put yourself in this situation. I'm over here on cloud 9. I just did exactly what I planned on doing and then some. Got more sponsors than I even thought that I would. And here you come trying to shit on my success.
And then talk about your problems. Like, girl, we could have met up for lunch later this week.
Exactly.
And caught up or whatever. Like, why are you... It was just stupid. Yeah, it was just dumb. Like, why... what else happened? It was mainly just those two. And I'm glad that she cut Nathan's ass off.
Oh,
but we
yes.
know he's going to pop back up,
Honestly,
though.
of course he is. He's light-skinned. Oh, what?
Oh
They pop back up like a zit, bitch. Oh, my goodness.
Because he's Asian-based roommates. So he's going to, like...
Oh, yeah.
Pop up somehow in some way.
Oh,
like,
yeah, of course.
I was surprised he didn't
flowers.
pop up this episode, like, at the mixer.
Honestly, he had no space. There's no space.
I'm surprised he didn't. Like, just show up anyway. Like...
I don't like inconsiderate ass niggas. This my day, and here you come with your emotions. Oh, offset ass nigga.
Oh!
Shit, y'all won.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm glad she like stood up for herself for real and was like, you was on some fuck shit and I don't really care what the reason was.
Don't disappear out my life for what month?
A month.
And then expect to just come on back with open legs and arms. I'm sorry.
Like, where was you at? What was you doing? Like,
right.
You was just clearly on some fuck shit. Nah,
you
like,
just disappeared out of my fucking life for a month.
After making it seem like we was really finna like be serious and like build something.
You know who that remind me of? Just a fuck ass nigga. I can't even. Ooh.
Apparently that's like a thing. What's it called? No, I mean it's ghosting, but like on an extreme level where you like romance them to death and move super fast and then you just disappear.
I don't know what the name of that's called. I don't know.
But yeah, I'm just glad that she was like, you know what? All set.
Right.
Get the fuck on. But we'll see. Like, she might circle back to him or something. Because, you know, they were fucking at one point. Because that fat nigga she fucking with.
That is not the move. Oh, my God.
He had me dying. He was like, I mean, he's just like, yeah, because you sweated a lot on me last time. And he was like, welcome to fucking with big niggas. I was like, yep.
That's true.
It's, you know, y'all just gotta take a shower afterwards. It just is what it is. Like, sometimes they just extra sweaty. Like,
I'm so happy he's not.
Yeah, Calvin isn't either. Thank God.
Oh my God, because I am so done with that. Ooh,
I just had a flashback too.
Ooh.
Of like just the sweat, just the pouring sweat.
You ever feel like literally one singular drop just like drop randomly on your stomach and it's just like
I have one worse than that, but I'm not even gonna share it.
Let's just stay in the moment. Let's stay in the moment.
Let's go to the main topic.
So the main topic of this episode is really like the aspect of college and career and from two generations and how it's an option to some and how it's not an option to others. And specifically for Gen Zs, college is like a total option because everything is so streamlined and everything is so like you can get a certificate and be working here and here and here. Like I'm currently working at the biggest hospital in Georgia off of a certificate, well, off of 4 certificates really. And I was in school for
12 weeks?
12 weeks, yeah. So honestly, like, you can really get far and start a career off of that. And I have no student debt. I don't mean to suck my own titty, but no student debt. But from the perspective of a Gen Z, it's just not that, like, it's not that deep of a thing because you can always get a certificate in something. You can always just like you can just start
to be honest, that's all the jobs require now. Okay, so I was the one who was like really adamant that she just go and do a fast track program. And I was the one who helped you like we finessed to get that grant and shit for you. So you could do the fast track program and everything.
Like, I'm taking in a homeless woman.
Because we have different last names. So I made it seem like she was like, what was it, like a family friend or some shit, and I was like, she po, she need help, she young,
she
fell
whatever. On hard times.
And she got the grant. What was the grant called? Should we put the info in it? We'll look up the grant and put that info in the show notes too.
I think that's Georgia specific though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay, cool, babe.
Yeah, well, no, it's not. It's actually in other states too, but certain states have it, some don't, whatever. But it's basically a grant for different like trades and stuff. So Tayana went for the medical assistant, and then tell them like the certifications you got or whatever.
So I went for a medical assistant, but in that time I also got my EKG certification, my phlebotomy certification, my medtech certification, and my MA, which is medical assistant.
CCMA.
CCMA. Oh yes, clinical certified medical assistant.
And these are, you got them national and the state?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
National. I could go anywhere and secure a job.
And the reason why I was super adamant that she just do the fast track program and just get in and get out is because...
I don't have money for college.
That too, but I'm literally going to die still paying student loans because I insisted on doing this like traditional, I have to go to a university, route, when I probably would have been better off just like going to CPCC. Mm-hmm. That's a community college in Charlotte. And getting an associate's and just working literally the job I'm working at now, making the same amount of money I'm making now. Mm-hmm. Instead of like going and collecting all that debt. Now I had fun in college to an extent. It was still stressful because I was a single parent. So, I didn't get the full college experience or whatever. But, I made really great connections. I met the person I'm with now. Like, everything happens for a reason, but...
I fell in love.
But me and Kelvin both agreed, like, if we could have, like, found a way to not have the damn student loans now, we would have, like, definitely did that. So go ahead and tell your article that you looked up.
So I looked up an article that gave 6 specific reasons why Generation Z can and will skip college. And one is the escalating cost, because that shit is not cheap, and it don't get cheaper. It gets more expensive as you go on. Like, you got to pay to step on the grass. You got to pay to sleep in that bed. You got to pay for those books. You got to pay for your time being there. And unless you be on scholarship, that's even more stressful, because now you have to make sure you maintaining all of this so that you can continue this. Because you can't afford it no other way. It's just so... And then I feel like, especially going to school for stuff like people who go to school for shit like psychology. I love my therapist. I'm so happy that there are therapists. But at the same time, you can't exactly use that until you get further into that career. Spending
you gotta have at least a master's and take like the licensure or whatever to even be able to...
Spending a lot of money. Yeah. A lot of money. A lot of it. And I'm not saying... Honestly, I feel like every single profession is underpaid when it comes to helping other people. Like, unless you are a baseball player, a football player.
But see...
Sports.
in general, human services doesn't pay anyway. If you want to help people, you're not going to make any money.
Exactly. Like, which is my whole goal in life. So, haha, jokes on fucking me. There's a whole bunch of alternatives. Like, there's a lot of alternatives to going to traditional college. You can get a trade. You can just decide. Like, I just saw an ad today. It was like HVAC. That shit pays greatly. You can get your CDLs.
That's just a certification. Yeah.
You can get your CDLs.
I was literally just talking to Nate's dad today. He just went and got the CDL. He's making more money than I am, and I have a bachelor's.
See? And that nigga got dyslexia.
Okay.
So then...
Let's not talk about my baby daddy.
I got it too. Anyway. And the third one is lengthening life in innovative times, which honestly I totally see, because when you stressed, you die. And I was stressed when I was working back in Charlotte, when I was working at the pharma. I ended up passing out at work. Like, it became a whole situation of like, you really need to stop stressing. I was like 18 dealing with stress because I didn't know what my next move was going to be. I want to go to college. I applied here. I applied there. I got accepted here. I got accepted there. Still couldn't go. But that, oh well, honestly, I feel as though if I did end up
and now
going,
you are about to go, but it's going to be basically on your own terms.
Exactly. And
but your job is going to reimburse.
Yep. They reimburse and they give you money just for going because they like, ooh, she trying to do better. Like, as long as I stay there for 2 years afterwards, which is cool because I need the experience anyway before I move on to bigger, better things. But, yeah, it's just, education is going corporate. Generation Z is seriously considering foregoing traditional college education to go to work in companies that provide college-like training. Totally.
Exactly.
Literally my job.
God.
Literally my job. My whole job.
They're going to train you on a job anyway. So why do I need to go?
Like when I start working at the urgent care, I just learned today they're going to teach me radiology because I'm going to be doing x-rays and they're going to pay for me to go to school for that shit. Oh yes. Oh yes. Get the bag. And also it's shifting a lot of priorities from the parents because Gen Z, as I said in the prior episode, we don't like depending on our parents. That shit don't feel good. I know, I hate it. I remember I called Daddy. I was in Victoria's Secret and I really needed this bra. I finally got fitted. Everything was cool. Ended up gaining 30 pounds, but it's cool. And I called Daddy and I was like, I just need $10 because I already have most of it. I just need $10 to cover everything. He was like, Tiana, just tell me how much money you goddamn need. So I just told him the whole thing, and he sent me that and then some. But that still felt like, damn, like,
yeah.
I ain't like that.
I think it's because we know that mommy and daddy don't have the money like that too. It's not like they got it and it's a pride thing. Like they be struggling sometimes
it's both
too.
Things.
So it's
both things though for me.
Oh, just so y'all know, Tayana's the one with the titties. It's not me. Barely theirs over here. Barely theirs.
I have no comment. But it just felt weird to ask Daddy for money, even though I know like that's my dad. Thank you for donating, Daddy. That was really nice.
Well, we were gonna talk about it
I love them.
And they give us your money segment.
Gifts. Anyway. But oh, there's another thing. Growing gig economies. You can make money not even having shit. You can know how to paint. Boom. Here's a mural. Like,
yeah, like they got the apps for that where you can like literally put in different tasks you can do. And like they'll hire you and you can go to their house and do it.
Exactly.
Like I'm good at putting stuff together. Like, okay, go to this person's house and put together. Like the Handy app or whatever, they put together the bunk bed. Same thing.
That
like
was a scary looking man.
Was he?
Yes.
He just came late as shit and I was like, we're here. We need you to hurry up and put this together. Like the fuck.
He was very scary looking. And then
really?
then remember when I offered him water first and then he was like, no, thank you. And then you offered him water, and he was like, "Oh yes, thank you." And I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Normally the niggas be nice to you.
Normally niggas is just nice to us, period, because we just some bad bitches.
Because we the cute sisters in the apartment.
Yeah, so
in the apartment, whatever. You see the cute ones at building O,
right?
Now we in building N, whatever.
Oh, remember the nigga with the Kool-Aid grin came knocking on the door? Calvin big ass opened the door.
He looked so disappointed.
Oh, he was so sad.
Okay, so the article I found, it's literally titled, this is on businessinsider.com. Nearly half of millennials said the biggest mistake they made with student loans is thinking their starting salaries would cover their monthly payments, a new study shows. Fucking me, okay? So, the problem that I had was, I literally had, like, basically a full ride to college through, like, North Carolina Teaching Fellows. They literally got rid of the program. They're like, oh, education, who gives a fuck about it anymore? But...
fuck them kids.
So, yeah, I had a full ride. I was going to A&T. I was going to do the education program, whatever. And got knocked up, so... So yeah, I had to switch it up. So I ended up going to a private college in Charlotte, Johnson C. Smith University. Private, very expensive. Oh boy. Met some great people there, you know, whatever, but did not stay because I couldn't afford it anymore. Like 2.5 years in, I ended up transferring to UNCC, and that's where I graduated from because it was just so much money that I just couldn't afford it anymore. And that's where the majority of my loans come from. It's from Smith. It's not even from UNCC. Like, I wouldn't have anywhere near as much student loans had I just gone to UNCC in the first place. But it was an HBCU. Like, I wanted the HBCU experience, and I'm glad that I did get it. But literally, my first job after graduating, I was only making $11.70 an hour.
Sounds about right.
And this is the gag. So I didn't want to teach. I decided I wasn't going to teach. I was like, I'll still work with kids full time, but I don't want to teach. Mm-hmm. So I was like, fuck it. I'll, get this TA job or whatever. Mind you, I had already been working with kids for like 4 years at this point.
When you was working there, you was making that? Bitch.
So, okay, so this is the gag. So I have 4 years of experience, right? On top of that, I had a bachelor's degree. I have a BA in English. So the bare requirements for this job is an associate's. It's like 45 credits or an associate's or something, right? So I have a bachelor's. I'm like, okay, well, they'll probably pay me a little more because I have the experience and I have a bachelor's. No. They were like, oh, yeah, sorry, we're still going to have to give you the base because
that's bullshit.
Blah, blah, blah. Whatever the bullshit was. I'm like, okay. And then come to find out, I was literally getting paid the same amount of, like, the other TAs. And I was the only one that had a bachelor's. Everybody else, like, took a couple of classes, had an associate's maybe or whatever. I was literally the only one that had a BA, and I was getting paid the same amount as everybody else. So it's like, what is the fucking point? Like, I could have just took a couple of classes, dropped out, and still been making the same amount of money. Like, it wouldn't have made any fucking difference, period. Mm-hmm. So it was just really aggravating to me.
That's ghetto. I'm so happy you ain't there.
But North Carolina is like number 2 worst state to like work in education, period. Like, they're like,
that explains trash. My whole fucking high school experience.
Oh my God.
Okay. Trash from start to fucking finish.
Just trash. So I ended up leaving.
Counselor tried to fuck my dad. Fucking
oh my God.
Always getting cute for when my dad would come to the meetings. Ha, bitch, it's my mom. You got on red lipstick and heels. You was just wearing sneakers and chapstick.
Oh my God. Please stop.
Asking me who's coming to the meetings.
Please
my fucking
stop.
mother.
Please stop. Please.
My fucking mom.
So according to the article, the average amount of student loans that millennials have is, where is it at? It's like 30. Okay, yeah. The average millennial has about $35,000 in student loan debt. The average millennial makes $35,455 a year.
God damn.
Last year I made slightly more than that. And that's after like years of experience of working and
no. That is trash as fuck.
And that's because like we're in this area, like this area pays more. If we were still in Charlotte, I'd probably be making like $30,000, $28,000, something like that for the job I'm doing now.
I cannot imagine still being in Charlotte. Ooh, child, what my life would be like.
They wanted us to move back so bad. Like that first like year and a half, 2 years I came down. Every like phone call from Nanny was, "You sure you don't want to come back? I mean,
Nanny's sending me jobs to this day. What the fuck?" Nanny's like, please.
They're still hiring. They said that they having a career fair or whatever. I'm like, I'm not about to be struggling like hell in Charlotte.
Right.
I'm not. We barely above struggling here, but at least we're above it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still a little something left over after we pay the rent and get groceries and pay the utilities.
Jesus Christ.
we would literally be going to the food banks if we were in Charlotte to eat. Like,
Wow, the ghetto.
but yeah, and also, okay, like, in all seriousness, I'm on the income base or whatever, student loan payment plan or whatever now, which, oh well, gonna die with the debt, don't really care.
Can you just pay them like 5 cents a check and then just move on with your life? Like, I put something down. Like,
Based on my income and stuff now, I pay, it's like $65 a month.
$65?
Yeah.
Girl, that's way too much.
Listen, my real payment, like without the income base whatever, is like $650. That's how much my rent was when I graduated from college.
Oh, bitch. Oh.
No, it wasn't even that. It was like $725. Like, that shit was high.
That's too fucking much.
So, like, how in
you
the
think I'm finna give that back? How much do you think I'm really fucking making? Realistically,
I'm telling we
I feel like college is a fucking scam.
I'm telling you, a lot
It's
of
a
us
fucking
thought
setup.
we were gonna graduate, be fucking making like $100K. Well, I knew I wasn't. I mean, even if I did decide to go into like teaching, I knew I wasn't gonna come out making that. Like, that's
so
not
life kicked y'all's ass
hard.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we're getting blamed for everything. Like, oh, millennials aren't really buying houses. Millennials aren't really having kids.
We poor.
And it's like, how am I supposed to afford to pay high-ass daycare and this, like, $700 student loan payment every month and, like, my rent and my car note?
There's too much happening. It's too much happening.
Something got to get cut.
Exactly.
Something got to get
and
cut.
And it's not going to be the clothes off your back. It's not going to be the food.
And you're not trying to help us get no food stamps. I'm still fucking mad about that shit. I ain't even apply. I ain't even get crazy. I ain't apply for Section 8. I ain't say, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, if y'all could just give me some stamps for like 3 months, that'd be cool. No, bitch.
Right. Fuck that. I'm sorry. You said who? Who this?
Well, you know how much you make. Like, okay, I'm not making that shit now. So, right. Like, the fuck?
Like, help a nigga the fuck out.
I need some help.
Please.
We all need some help. Like, fuck. So yeah, in all seriousness, like, a lot of us are gonna die paying this shit off. Like, I work with a girl. She had a bunch of student loans or whatever. Her and her sister had a bunch of loans. Her parents, white. Her parents let her, like, live with them for, like, 5 years. And she could just, like, snowball her student loans to pay them off. Like, they were like, don't worry about, like, paying any bills or anything like that.
Nigga, not ours.
Not
you stay here, you paying something.
Not
all
D.A.
right?
and Trina, goddamn.
Oh, no. What? You think you finna be here rent free, baby? Oh, no, baby.
Not us, anyway. Oh, look, I was... Not us. We can't live there rent free, not paying for nothing, not contributing nothing. But anywho, so yeah, I mean, it's just real. Like, even when I went to go, like, look to see if I was even eligible to buy a house, because at one point my credit score was a lot better than it is. Based on my debt to income ratio, I couldn't afford a house. And that's, like, literally the problem that most millennials are having because of the student loan debt. It's the student loan, like, literally the majority. I have a total of, I'll say, $90,000 in debt.
Damn.
90% of that shit is the student loans. 9% is, like, my car note. Because, you know, I had to buy the car brand new and had to roll over debt, whatever. And then the other 1% is, like, a couple thousand I owe on, like, credit cards.
Yeah, it's not
like, it's not, you know, that's nothing, whatever. I can get, like, a tax refund and pay that off. Like, it's not really a big deal. But it's literally the student loans, and, like, they just look at it like, there's no way you can afford a house because you can't even afford to make this full student loan payment every month. Like, I guess I ain't never gonna own one. Like,
fuck that.
it's a lot of people that ain't ever gonna own one, I guess. If it's that, like, if it's gonna be like that,
the housing market will crash because
they said me and KJ were laughing because they keep talking about how the housing market about to crash. I was like, we about to get us a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath for like $500.
Period.
I'm just waiting.
I'm
just waiting, bitch.
Ooh, we in there.
But yeah, like, in all seriousness, that's why, like, when it was time for Tayana to go to college, when it didn't work out for her to go, like, where were you going to go? Winston-Salem?
Yes.
Yeah, like, Tayana wanted to go to Winston-Salem. When it didn't work out for her to go financially, I was putting a bug in her ear for, like, almost a year. Like, you can do this fast track program
and I was
down
a
here.
dumb bitch.
Take this grant. And she, she was playing around or whatever, but eventually she came down and she did it. And I'm, like, super proud. And she's making good money for where she started. And see, that's the difference. Like, it's different starting out what you're making with no debt versus starting out what you're making with debt. Because then it's like, how the fuck am I going to be able to afford to live, period, ever?
Yeah, that's true. Because honestly, there's people at my job who are, like, older than me who have debt. Because the certificate that I have hasn't always been, like, a quick certificate. Some people had to go to school for years for this shit.
Right.
So they have feelings towards people
I mean,
like
they still have the longer programs, but...
No, I mean,
why?
like, you
What
had
do
to
you
go
do?
to school.
Oh,
School. Like, I mean, I did too. Like, I'm not just out here, like, you know, fucking around, you know? But, like, they went to, like, it was
like she passed the test. She
right, I did national certifications, baby, and I can run off the numbers for you. But anyway, yeah, like, they had to go through, like, the program of, like, it being 3 years and still having to do, like, internships afterwards. So, like, for them, that's a whole bunch of debt that they acquired because who knows what school that they went to, because it damn sure wasn't no Chattahoochee or no Cumberland or nothing like that. So like that, and then to come in for us to I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't imagine knowing that I owe something. Yeah,
I just didn't
big.
want Tayana to go through what I went through, like
And
what I'm going through now, like having to go down to them damn financial aid offices crying because you don't got money for books, seeing if they can find a way to extend your loans or whatever else, or like, can you squeeze out some money somehow for me to have a meal plan because I'm hungry? I'm on campus all day. I don't have any money for food. They still couldn't, but whatever. Damn. So I'm just hungry. Like, damn. It is what it is. That's why I was so thin then.
You know what? Honestly, when I first moved down here, I'm looking
just
back at the pictures.
Starving.
I was so skinny. I was so stressed.
You were really small.
I was so stressed and depressed and just like ignoring my feelings.
When I first moved here, especially from all the emotion and shit I was like going through with what's his face, my weight stayed between 135 and 145. Now my weight is always between 165 and 175.
I'm too heavy. And when I moved down, I was 136.4. Because I remember I stepped on the scale.
Really?
Yeah, I stepped on a scale when I got down here. Because after that situation happened and then we got a scale, I stepped on the scale and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you were really small.
I was like, yo, I gotta start eating.
Yeah.
And then I started getting a happy weight once I started like really letting go of my life in Charlotte because I had to. I was never gonna fully grasp and be able to have a life here if I was still trying my best to like be in Charlotte. That shit was not about to work.
Yepers, yep.
Yeah, get rid of that nigga, but
but yeah, I guess we might as well get into, this get into the money segment. Might as well, right?
Of course.
All right, girl, go ahead and tell me what's going on at work.
These old niggas is wildin'. That's what the fuck is going on at work. Everybody's still worried about like what we gonna do? Is we gonna send him over there, or are we not gonna send him over there? Y'all need to make a decision, because y'all ain't finna cut my hours, baby. You ain't finna dictate what my check look like because you scared.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
Like I said before, you need to take a fucking vitamin C and mind your business, and you would have been fine. But you know, we just got a really cool manager. The one that we had before was just child. I wanted to whoop her ass. But you know what? It's my first job. It's my first big job, you know. Plus, that's not who I am. It is, but I'm changing.
On a professional level.
Exactly. I am changing. So, but we have this new lady. Her name is really cool and ethnic. And she's just a super dope. Like, she reminds me of Corey. She's like a dark skin Corey, and she smells like vanilla, and that's so crazy. And she's just so nice, and she's like, I've been a nurse for 12 years, and this is my first time deciding to be in the management position. I was just like, oh, she's so cute. Like I'm gonna listen to you because you're black and you're older, and I appreciate you being here.
That's so sweet.
But yeah, I like it. They check my temperature like 3 times a day, and it's kind of pissing me off. But you know, take all the precautions you need. I understand.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they check my temperature when I have to come into there too. But they're like super lax about it. Like, I'll be there. I leave at 4. They'll come at like 3:30. It's like, all right, I'm about to go.
Nigga,
So
I done already infected.
If I was sick, I already been walking around like for hours. Like,
right? What? I done touched the fax machine.
The printer and shit. Everybody, like, it don't even matter now. So I finally contacted my coworker who's basically gonna be stuck taking over like all of my work. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, have you heard anything from, you know, such and such and such and such? Because I think we have 2 supervisors. And she was like, nah, like, I haven't, you know, heard anything. And I was like, okay. Because I was like, I still haven't heard from fucking HR.
Hey.
Still, so I was like, so she was like, yeah, because she's still working from home. I come in for a couple of hours on Mondays and Wednesdays. So she was like, ask them, like, what the protocol is going to be, whatever. So I'm like, okay. Bruh was like, she got it.
Damn.
She got your shit. Like, we got a hiring freeze. Ain't nothing really about to, like, shake. And plus, so the position is project management assistant. And typically, project management in that field pays 6 figures. So they're thinking, oh, I'm going to come in as a project management assistant making like $50K, $60K. And they're like, no, 30.
Shit on your dreams. You thought you were going to have a house.
I was like, you really going to make it 30? Because more than likely, they're going to make them part-time.
Oh, yeah.
More than likely. So I let such and such know, like, hey, yeah, you know, they just said you're going to be taking over my shit. So it's just like, well, can you give me a list of your project managers and your different reports? I was like, sure. I was like, okay. And then, so I leave at 4. At 3:59, I sent the email to my PMs and tagged her in it. And I was like, May 2nd and beyond, like that was the subject.
And beyond.
I was like, hi, it has been great being your project management assistant. But after May 2nd, I was like, May 1st is my last day. I've had a grand time with you all.
You just lying.
But I look forward to working with children and families again. Always my best. T.
I've been great since the day I started, and I'm going to leave great. You bitches.
Always my best. So, yeah, and I sent this at 3:59 and then left, and then I haven't even opened my work laptop today. They're probably like, what the fuck? What's going on? Who was down the bass? Whatever.
Yeah, these old white people confuzzled.
Oh well.
They should have appreciated you.
But yeah, bro was just like, she got it, and I feel so the backstory is, originally it was 5 of us, and then they laid off 2 of us. Then it was 3. Then one of us got promoted to like corporate accounting, like she does the accounting. So now it's 2. And that was just finna be old girl because now I'm about to go.
So now she got to do the work of 5 people and she's one person. And she finna
so it's literally
like
5 of us doing like the document production, administrative, accounting, like all of that stuff, to now 1 person doing the job of 5 people.
This sounds so ghetto.
That
sounds like fucking trash.
And she has like certifications in construction and project management and all that. She like doesn't want to move on to make more money anywhere else. So
what?
She just wants to stay there.
You can't sum up your own success like that. You can't just be like, I'm gonna stop here. Like what? That's just like me.
Obviously, she wants to. Like, I be sending her jobs. Like, you qualify for this way more than I do. Like,
that's like me going to med school and then being like, I've always just wanted to be a dentist. Like,
no, that's like you going to med school, doing your internship, and then being like, I just want to be a nurse. Like, why?
My true dream is to be an architect.
Like, what was the point?
Oh, that's funny.
And, I mean, she's a little older, so I don't know if it's the whole, like, I'm a woman, so I'm not going to be, like, in the supervisor role, or, I don't know.
That is such a weird mentality. And there's women,
I don't know.
There's women who feel like that at my job, and our managers are all women, and they always have something to say about them, like, instead of them wearing skirts and shit, because they decide to wear pantsuits. First of all, they look good as fuck in their pantsuits. You need to shut your old tiny little ass up. Over here trying to talk like you this big shit. First of all, you can't start an IV.
Oh, okay.
So, before you want to talk about her and her pantsuits.
Oh my god.
And her cufflinks. Get your own shit together. Because, sis, she could out-nurse you. Okay? Fuck out of here.
Alright. You want to recap the ATL events?
Ain't none.
Shout out to all the strippers, yes. The strippers. Cannot forget about you. Atlanta shit. ATL shit. This is where you come down for a couple days and you never go back home, nigga. Trust me.
Alright, so. To be real, it ain't a bunch of, well, I wanted to try to find, like, virtual events that are going on in Atlanta or whatever, but there aren't really any. I mean, well, besides mine and like the Safe Space one.
Well, I guess Shaq didn't matter, because aside from that, ain't none.
Well, I'll look up some stuff, but
everything else they could probably find. Literally, like, blah blah blah's going live. Like, that's the only thing that's really popular.
A lot of people like going live on IG
battles and shit. Like, you know, oh, but they ain't heard this one. Like,
there's a bunch of like workout stuff.
It just made me so tired.
Oh my god,
I'm sleepy. I'm literally sleepy.
I can't stand Tayana. Okay, so same as last week. It's actually this Saturday. So this Saturday, Safe Space is having their virtual support group meeting. So anybody outside of Atlanta can come and join. We'll have the link to it in the show notes. You register, and then we email you the link sometime, I think Friday night or Saturday. And then, you know, click on the link, join us, and voila, it'll be great. But yeah, this Saturday at 5. Yes. And then my event, or, well, it was supposed to be like a real event, but outside closed still.
Miss Rona is walking around.
She running around, bitch. Okay, so April 26th at, what time did I say? 3? Whatever the flyer say. All right, whatever the flyer say. I think it say 3. I think it's 3. But at 3 o'clock. It's a Sunday. So yeah, Sunday at 3 o'clock. I'm going to be doing my Facebook Live reading and Q&A. If you would like to pre-order a signed copy of the book, you can hit me up on social media or email me at toyniaedmond@gmail.com. That's TOYNIAEDMOND@gmail.com. I have Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. Yeah, those three, yeah. So, the plan is to get, all that. So, the plan is to get, like, a bunch of orders and then mail everything out at once. Like, you know, risk the Rona at the post office one time to mail the signed ones off. So,
oh my gosh.
So, yeah, do your pre-orders. You can email me, like, any questions that you have ahead of time or, like, poem requests. Like, if you have the book now, like, I'll read those. Like, I just want it to be really good, really fun. See, I'm going to do Facebook Live. So, you got to follow my page on Facebook and all that. And then, I want to say you can save it. So, I'll be able to post it on, like, the IG and Twitter and stuff like that later. So, yay! Support me in my dreams and my book. She decided to bloom.
The fact that you said support me. So, I posted our podcast on my personal page. And I was like, y'all niggas need to support me in my dreams. Like, y'all support me in a bathing suit. Okay? Fuck with my podcast because we fucking funny.
Oh
and I
gosh.
mean that shit to this day. Like,
to this day.
Because me with my thighs out. Y'all like, ooh. Me talking about just shit. Y'all like, oh, no, this bitch talking.
This bitch talking. I mean, we the perfect woman combined. You got the titties, I got the ass.
I got the attitude.
Tayana got the attitude. I can cook. I cook the night.
I eat.
I make baked chicken breasts, string beans. Well, you know, green. Why do we call them string beans? They're green beans.
They are green beans.
Yeah, green
bean limousine.
Baked chicken, green beans, mashed potatoes, and cornbread, all from scratch.
Oh yes, and that shit was delicious. That shit was good as hell.
I'll be doing a little something. It's a little quick.
Low key, when I move out, I'm gonna just come over for dinner. You know, I cleaned up the kitchen. You know.
Oh my gosh.
Let me eat, please.
Just let me eat, please. Speaking of eating, help us eat.
Donations. 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 Gifts. Gifts.
Y'all heard them. We need the donations. Donations. Gifts. Gifts. So, shout out to our daddy.
Yes.
He sent us $50.
He's so sweet.
I know.
What do you want to be?
What do
I love that man.
in order to get like $20 when we were younger, we had to like clean the whole house.
Oh yeah. Clean the whole house. Wash like the floorboards. Scrub walls.
It's like, is your room clean? Are the bathrooms clean? Is the kitchen clean? Is the living room clean? I'm like, oh my God.
Did you sweep the steps? Did you sweep the hallway? Did you sweep that out of the door and then get to the second set of steps? Like, everything. Everything.
Now it's just like, I love y'all. Here goes some bandit. Like,
right. Oh my goodness. Where was this at when I was trying to go to the mall?
Right.
Damn.
Eastland Mall.
Eastland.
Rest in peace, Eastland Mall.
Now it's where my friends skate at.
That's so funny.
Shout out to Market Wonder Bread.
But yes, if you give us donations via our PayPal or our Cash Apps, we will shout you out on the show.
Oh, definitely.
Hooray! And other ways that you can support us without, sending us money. You can like, subscribe, rate us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher. I think just Apple Podcasts and Stitcher.
I think you can't rate us on like Spotify and iHeartRadio.
Yeah, Spotify doesn't do it, yeah. Like, get with it.
Right, goddamn.
Shit. Like, you should be able to at least, like, favorite an episode or something. Like, you can only favorite songs.
For real? Oh,
yeah.
You can only download podcasts.
Yeah, like, it's not...
I see.
Yeah, but we're now on Apple Podcasts.
Yes, okay. So I don't want to hear no shit about I couldn't find you, bitch. You ain't look. Okay.
So we're on Anchor, like that's the platform we use. Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And then we're working on some other platforms. So soon we'll just say, like, look us up on whatever your platform is. And yeah, because it's to the point where we're just about to be pretty much everywhere. So yeah.
We're going to be worldwide, baby.
So if you can like, subscribe, rate on whatever, platform you're using, do that. Tell your friends about us. Follow us on our Facebook and Instagram. We don't have a Twitter. I just don't feel like making one.
Honestly,
and I feel like it's so limited. Like, I understand people love Twitter, but I don't feel like doing a 140 character thing all the time. I just don't. Like,
honestly, trying to put a fucking bio together and stay within those characters was hella hard.
It was,
Instagram.
yeah.
I was getting mad. I was like, bro, that's an essential word. Like, it's not gonna make sense.
And I mean, I have a Twitter for like my personal page, but whatever. Like, it's linked in my IG. So whatever I post on IG, this automatically goes on there. So I don't really like, whatever.
I don't think I should run it either because I be wilding sometimes. I do.
That's another reason why I'm not like super on there.
I be wilding and I be with the shits.
I can't.
Like with it. I
can't. Most of the time, if I am on there, I'm literally just scrolling and laughing at people and stuff. Like, I'm not even really liking anything, or I'm just lurking on there. Because they can even see what you liked and, like, go back on that and try to cancel you. I don't have time.
Maybe I shouldn't be.
Also, if you have any comments about anything, want to talk to us about hot tops.
Yes, we are so welcome to, like, you guys' ideas.
Yes,
please.
Any comments you have about, like, our main topics, any of that. If you have an event, we meant to mention that in the ATL event. Oh well. If you have an event coming up, you can email us at MillenZee@gmail.com or hit us up on, our DMs. All of that info is going to be in the show notes. So, yay! Thank you so much for supporting us.
Thank you.
Help us eat.
Please.
Can you give me something to eat?
Yo, that was so funny. Can I have something to eat? She said, no. SpongeBob is hilarious. I never realized how many ways you can say no.
A classic.
First of all, crusty.
Pizza is the pizza.
Yeah, for you and me. First of all, you can't tell me that ain't sound good.
That's why I let you finish it. But yeah, we just appreciate you guys supporting us. So, like, rate, subscribe, send us some money, all that good stuff.
All that monetary value.
Tell your friends about podcasts. There's still a lot of people that don't listen to them.
Yeah.
Like, when I was trying to tell people about the podcast, they were like, "Oh, y'all on YouTube?" Like, some people are on YouTube, but we're not doing that. I'm not.
No. Because then we gotta be all extra cute, and honestly,
no.
During this episode, I was moisturizing my scalp, so.
And I don't got on pants.
See?
So there's that. See y'all.
Not.